guys, ever heard or remembered the nitrogen cycle? Me neither, so let's all learn or relearn for others what is nitrogen cycle.
Okay, so hear us out. It might be a little confusing, but we made it easier by making this video.
Nitrogen is an important element in our ecosystem. Their job is to increase the nitrogen in the soil, which plant needs to produce protein so they can grow chlorophyll so that they can photosynthesis. There are plants that are called nitrogen fixers, which includes peas, beans, and clover. They help in the nitrogen cycle.
Nitrogen makes up 78% of the Earth's atmosphere by volume, but most of this nitrogen takes the form of two nitrogen atoms, strongly bonded by each other, which is very active and is useless to plants. For it to become useful to plants, it needs the help of bacteria.
Bacteria then eats the atmospheric nitrogen and poops out ammonium. This then gets eaten by another bacteria which poops out nitrite, then gets eaten again by another bacteria which poops out nitrate.
All these forms of nitrogen are available for plants, especially nitrate, which is the most useful for plants. The roots directly take when it's near, but most often they rely on the strands of fungi, which is attached to their roots. They bring the nutrients to them in exchange for the sugars and carbohydrates the plant's root exude.
That plant material is also rich in oxygen. It gets brought down by the help of worms, whose poop is a delicacy for other bacteria that help in the nitrogen cycle. Some of the ways that nitrogen exists in the soil is when they're harvested, when water carries it away, or when it becomes gaseous and then returns to the atmosphere, or when the soil lacks oxygen. Different bacteria grows which converts nitrate back into nitro-atmospheric oxygen.
Notice when all of these happen when loose oxygen enters the soil, not when it enters organisms. Earlier, we said that they are nitrogen-fixing plants. You may ask, what do they do exactly? Well, nitrogen-fixing plants don't fix up nitrogen. Rather, they create a home for the bacteria that do. The roots of these plants are home with a huge amount of bacteria. The ammonium that these bacteria create slowly release it to the soil for its neighboring plants and microorganisms to use. When the plant dies, it releases those bacteria, resulting a ton of bacterial allies for future plants and nitrogen needs.
Alright, we now have accomplished what is nitrogen cycle.
See? Isn't that confusing anymore?
This is the end of our quick share. Hope you guys liked it.